Actually have all the Magi.
Howdy everybody. So I just wanted to start the stream with our All-Stars for this season, Season 17. For our first team, All-Stars, we have TJ Lanier in the top lane, Indefiance jungle, Gopia mid, DD's ADC, and Zolfer support. We've got 3 members from the Mingos representing the first team All-Pro, so pretty dominant team, and kind of makes sense why they're in here. For second team All-Pro, we have Bread is Very Yummy in the top lane, myself, Vimstat in the jungle, Deberzona in the mid lane, UBC or Your Bad Connection, ADC, and Poodle25 support. And yet again, we have members from Mingos representing Deberzona, and then everybody else is from a different team, so happy to see that. And then for the third team All-Stars, we have Lord Coffee Table from Shadow of Igris in the top lane, Abysmal from Mingos in the jungle, Ibis from Cat Cowboys in the mid lane, Bowkeeper, who looks like the favorite to win MVP this season, as ADC from CatGBT. And let me just talk about Bowkeeper for a minute. The reason he is in the front running for MVP is because he really does make his team look amazing. I know they haven't won a game, but he does his best to win every game, and he looks really good in all of these games, so well deserved if he does win that. And then Lakey support, who plays for the Cat Cowboys. But yeah, there's our All-Stars for Season 17. I'm going to hand over the reins. We're going to have Frost and P Street casting our games tonight for Cosmic Nebula versus Elysium Terra. We're not going to have a second game tonight, as it was rescheduled for Friday, this coming Friday at 7 p.m. So be on the lookout for that if you want to watch the final game of Season 17. And then we're going to jump into the Gauntlet starting next weekend as well. So exciting stuff. Anyways, I'm going to send it off to a break while we wait for draft to start for Game 1.
Yeah, I'm ready. Hello, Tavian. I'm not gonna lie, buddy boy, that was a weak intro. What the hell is that? Huh? Well, I want to welcome everyone from the BTL community. Thank you for Tavian for producing for us. I know things have been a little scuffed this week because of all the Thanksgiving stuff, but we're here and we're ready to get into this game. Already starting off with some pretty strong bans. Galio, kind of the bane of mid lane, I feel like. I swear every time I see that champion into any AP champ, he is just dominating that lane. And then we have the Echo and Talia to finish off the bans for Elysium Terra, and we have Cosmic Nebula going with an Udyr and Jace ban. So, got some interesting ones. We're still in Fearless, right? That's still a thing? It's been a bit since I've been here. The draft strategy. Oh, God. What do you want to see? Obviously, you've played against these teams. You know what they're good at. You know what they're bad at. So what do you want to see each team really perform on? Okay. Yeah. Alright, well, while you're doing that, we do get the Jinx first pick here for Elysium Gnomes. That is, Jinx is definitely one of the more prevalent ADCs and the current meta, with the new changes to Yuntail Wild Arrows, a very strong early game item for a lot of the crit ADCs, because it's the only crit item that gives attack speed, AD, and crit. So a lot of value coming in with that first pick. Nice priority there. But the Nocturne Orianna for Cosmic Nebula, a very powerful jungle mid duo. And the combos can get pretty dangerous for a low mobility ADC like Jinx. Okay. And also, you do get the Sejuani top lane, so you kind of just always want that melee top laner or melee mid laner. And I mean, I don't know how many teams flex the Mordekaiser, but you know our team. We love to flex the Mord top mid. And it's not a bad pick mid. Sure, against Orianna it might be a little rough, but once you hit that level 6, you can really get a lot of isolated fights with your ultimate, and a lot of mid laners cannot take the punishment that Mordekaiser dishes out. But we are going to get the Yone locked in here for Elysium Gnomes. That can be a flex to the top and to the mid, a very strong solo laner to pair with the Sejuani, if that is Sejuani jungle, and just a really strong laner overall. Kind of took Worlds by stage when the tournament was going on. So we're going to have to see exactly where Elysium is going to put that pick, and we're going to have to see how Cosmic is going to answer this. If they're going to try to maybe force the Yone mid, maybe like try to get an advantageous matchup, but we are going to get that Ezreal picked here for Cosmic. So safe ADC, someone to kind of just not let Jinx get an early lead, just farm up and match the farm and see who can outscale who in the late game. And we are joined now by the Pat Man himself. How you doing, Pat?
Not too bad. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. You are really low. Oh. Oh.
Yes, I do. I'm looking at it right now.
That is loud. Fudge.
I think it's actually pretty even so far. I think it's really who gets the lead early on because they both look like scaling comps to me.
Yeah, 100% would agree there. We do have the Volibear and Jackspan here for Cosmic Nebula. Two really powerful top laners, so I think they're thinking this Yone is going mid. The Yone could still be flexed, so they gotta be a little bit careful here with whatever they decide to pick. I'm assuming that they're gonna pick their support blinds here. It would surprise me if not, because I feel like top lane counter matchup is just so powerful in the meta. But while we're waiting for them to lock in, have you guys seen the changes that they're doing next patch? Not even a preseason thing, it's just next patch. You guys are gonna have a whole different map to look at.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Right in the middle of the season. It is actually quite insane in terms of like what is going on. But ooh, a Nautilus pick here for Cosmic, so really looking for this full dive with a Nocturne, Nautilus, Orianna onto the carries. So it's going to be really dangerous game here for Jinx and possibly even for Yone if he can't buffer the CC with his Tornado, yeah, or his E, yeah. And the answer here for Elysium looks like it's going to be the Lulu, which is a pretty strong support. I feel like Enchanters are actually a lot stronger than Engage supports right now, because everything is more tanky and does less damage, so the shields mean more. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I would agree with that. I think it's a pretty big game for Serpent's Fang for Nocturne, honestly.
Yeah, it definitely could be, but when would he build it? You know, because he can't build it too early or he's not going to be able to do a lot in the jungle.
Yeah, it'd have to be like third.
Yeah. Oh, we are going to get the Renekton. So two super powerful solo laners here to pair with the Sejuani jungle. Both of them can, like, basically instantaneously stack Sejuani's passive because they hit so fast. There's going to be a lot of danger there. And the Alawi.
If that gets locked in, that's a really rough matchup for Renekton.
Yeah, that is not going to be fun. And it is the Alawi. So if this Renekton does not get aid here from Sejuani, this Alawi can really take over the split push game. And if Alawi gets strong enough, you have to send 3-4 members to stop her, not just like 1 or 2. You would have to send the whole army. All right, now that we have a full view, hey, Tavian, get one of the supports to leave real quick, so we can get Pat in here. But yeah, looking at these drafts right now, who we favor? We got super late game on both sides, but we have some interesting solo lane picks here that can really swing the games. Who do you want to give it to just before we get into gameplay?
I think I like red size drafts more. as long as they're not team fighting around dragons. If Alawi can pull the pressure into the side lane, I think they got a good chance at getting out and winning this game.
Okay, Fabian. Okay. All right. Well, if that's the case, obviously you guys are both leaning towards Cosmic in the draft. What do you want to see Elysium do to kind of mitigate and negate this Alawi pressure that can possibly get breaking down? Like, where do you want to see them put their focus to make sure that they can overcome the split push pressure that Alawi has and the lane pressure that she has against the Renekton?
I'm thinking maybe even like a lane swap.
Lane swap, like bot to top, like bot.
Yeah,
bot to top?
just so this Alawi just gets shoved under early, so she can't generate that lead in that favorable matchup.
Okay, Tavian. Okay, so you want the Sejuani to be really looking at these solo lanes and trying to get them the advantages so that Alawi can never become a problem. All right. Well, we're going to see what they decide to do once we get into the game, once we get this in-game draft started. Let's see here. Oh, guys, help. Oh God, here we go. No, we can't. We can't yet. We gotta get into the draft. Are they ready? Can we start our draft? All right. Well, let's see here. So we have. How do you guys feel about? I mean, since we got time to talk, how do you guys feel about Nocturne Orianna? Because I swear every time I try to get Connor and Jace to play that matchup, they're like, "Oh, it just doesn't feel good. I'd rather have a Jarvan." Like, do you guys prefer the Jarvan with the Orianna? Do you guys like Nocturne with Orianna? Like, how do you feel about the jungle mid that Cosmic has?
Personally, I'm a big fan of it. I think it's very strong. Yeah, I think it's very strong duo, especially later into the game.
Stronger than Jarvan.
Creates a lot of havoc.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've been trying to get my team to play those picks forever, and they're like, but Jarvan's just better. I'm like, is he though? Jarvan can't turn off the lights for 8 seconds.
I think it depends on what you're playing against, because there's a lot of scenarios where Nocturne's just gonna go in and die, where Jarvan could like live and get out with like Cataclysm and then EQ out.
Yeah.
Never look back.
Yeah, fair enough. Because you gotta like activate her R mid-flight for Nocturne or something.
Yeah, it's before Nocturne finishes his flight.
Yeah, that will be interesting. We'll have to see if Cosmic can actually pull that off. Yeah, and then
if you can connect, it's huge.
Yeah. That's why I feel like Vi just gets tankier more naturally, so she can survive a little bit longer once she does get in there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, is this Wednesday the patch, by the way, for the Noxus update? I guess whatever we want to call this thing.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is this upcoming week.
How do you guys think that's gonna change the entirety of the BTL season?
It'll sure be interesting. This patch is when they drop the new jungle monster, right?
Yeah. Supposedly, they when I was reading it, it said a patch like 14.24, and we're on like 14.23. I thought it was a typo or something, because it was like, there's no way they're dropping this before the season ends, right? But it seems like they are.
They might hold those changes for the new split, but I don't know yet.
I think it is going to be dropped this upcoming patch, this Otacon,
Yeah.
which will be interesting. How do you guys feel about the Victor rework?
What is ult, dude? Oh my god. Yeah, I think it's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I think.
I think he dropped that ult onto somebody that's about to die to get it extended immediately, instead of at like the start of the fight that you normally would, and then you just have it
Yeah.
for like the whole fight, and you're just gonna blow them up.
I also think it makes a Fed Victor even worse.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to see, because that's the only thing they changed, right?
Yeah, and then they're reworking
The
his
BTU
how he
or
looks.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are not happy about. Some people love it. I personally like it.
I personally like it.
Yeah, but some people are like, oh, some of the skins that they're VGUing look terrible now, and I'm like, well, suck it up, Buttercup. I don't know. All right, Tavian. I think we are ready. Finish with the rambling.
All right, I'll send it off to a break, and we'll see you when the game starts.
You've applied the pressure to have me crystallized, and you got the faith that I could bring paradise. I'll forgive and forget before I'm paralyzed. Do I have to keep up this pace to keep you satisfied? You don't move slow, taking steps in my direction. The sound sounds echoes. Does it lessen your affection? No. You sound foolish, pushing this aside, but don't back down. I won't leave alone. Glaciers are melted to the sea. I wish the tide would take me over. I've been down on my knees, and you just keep on getting closer.
think we are ready. Are you guys at 5 seconds?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, 6, 7, 8,
Yep.
9, 10.
Yep.
Sweet.
All right, we are in game number 1 between Elysium. Wait, what was it? Elysium what?
It's
Elysium
Elysium
Gnomes.
Gnomes and Cosmic Nebula.
a lot of the players from Elysium Gnomes are the same as Elysium Terra from season 15, I think, when they won.
Oh yeah, the one season we didn't play. I was kind of looking forward to play them, but
Yeah.
didn't happen. Oh, did we play this? No, we didn't.
I don't think you did.
No, because we won this one.
I think that was the season you were casting.
Yeah. Looks like we got the standard 5-point from both teams here. Let's see if any of them try to get like a deep ward. Try to figure out where the enemy jungler is going to start. We have Nocturne kind of positioning like he wants to try to get a ward in. Oh, and we got a pause.
We got to pause.
Yeah. God dang it.
So, what do you guys think about the new Otacon? Do you think it's going to be good for the game, or no?
Well, Frost and I were talking before. We were just talking about how like they're trying to move away from snowballing, but with the changes they're making, it seems like they're just introducing more with like the first blood and the first tower, like all like the buffs you get for those.
Yeah.
So Otacon is going to end up doing the same thing. Although they are moving Baron 5 minutes later into the game.
I think it'll be good for the game too, just because it encourages more team play and it makes objectives a little bit more important, which honestly as a jungler it feels good because it forces your team to want to play for objectives now. So I like the change personally.
Classic jungler.
Oh my god, they're restarting the PC. Oh boy, oh boy. It is quite the reset.
Looking at runes, we got Renekton has PTA and Oriana has Summonary. What do you guys think about those versus Conqueror and
Oriana
Airy
has,
instead of Comet for? Yeah, she's got Comet. I misspoke, but I probably would have taken Airy in this matchup if I was her.
Yeah, Comet I think is more powerful when you can reliably poke, and I feel like they can get pretty reliable poke here. It's just how aggressive is this Yone gonna be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the PTA, I think PTA is not a bad shout here by the Renekton, just because you need to win the early game to make sure Alawi doesn't become a problem, and you're going to be relying on this Sedra 1A coming up as often as possible.
Trying to one shot before she gets to level 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tavi, where do you want these junglers to path from?
If I'm Nocturne, I probably just do a 8 clear camp or 9 clear camp, which is you start Raptors and you go to Krugs or you go to Wolves and Gromp, and then you take Scuttle and you go back and re-clear before your first back. The reason I do that is you get level 5 really easily, you get a Tiamat, and then you can be at Grubs on spawn. And the most important thing for Nocturne is just you want to get level 6 as soon as possible. His ganks before level 6 are kind of trash, so I personally wouldn't gank, but you know, that's my playstyle.
Yeah.
For Sejuani, I think a level 3 gank would be really good to try to burn Oriana's flash, or a level 3 gank top lane to relieve some pressure up there, and maybe get an Alawi flash so that we can play towards our win cone there.
Yeah, I definitely want to see such a 1A look at this Renekton, because I feel like the bot lane is just going to be really just a large farm fest. And I think that they need to keep this Alawi on check, or she's going to become too big of a problem when she does hit that level 6. So we'll have to see what Sedge does here, but she's going to do that full clear and be up there at level 4 after the full camp. And Nocturne's pathing down.
What time are you at, Frost?
2:24, 5, 6,
Okay. Sorry,
7.
I thought you were ahead of me.
No.
Cosmic does know that Sejuani is currently on her Raptors.
Yeah.
There is a ward on there.
Why is there a blue ward there is the real question. That's what I want to know.
Sometimes, like, some junglers will, like, go straight to your Raptors and start your Raptors, like Nocturne, Hecarim, Shaco, and then they'll try to, like, kill you on your red buff at level 2. Because you finish the Raptors before red buff is at 600 HP.
Yeah. We do have a hook in here by Twig. He does get a nice root there on Poodle and Dilly, so good trade there by Kiwi and Twig to kind of get control of this lane. And Lulu's taking a lot of damage. A flash forward by Twig and the hook to follow suit, and now Poodle is going to die. That's going to be first blood for Twig picked up. Cosmic Nebula is on the board.
Yeah, and they didn't even have to burn the Ignite on the Nautilus.
Yeah.
I got to
They
save
have to
that for
burn
the
the
next
flash,
one.
though. I
Does
think
have
Flash, in my opinion. Yeah, I think Flash is a bigger cooldown, but Hex Flash is still a powerful summoner spell. And just look at all the damage Alawi already has. That is 1 E, and that is a quarter of his health gone. Oh, another one.
Oh, another one.
Another one. Yeah. Well, you got Nocturne on the bot side jungle of Elysium here. He's going to start his back.
Sejuani looking mid.
Yeah, Sejuani is on the mid. Coach has to flash away, tries to get over to his jungle, but he's not going to be able to get there
He's
quite
still gonna
fast
go
enough.
down.
Gets the stun up, and now Panda has to try to finish off this kill because Serration got pulled back from the E, but a hook onto Panda. That's going to be the end. And that's going to be another kill picked up for the bot lane of Cosmic Nebula.
Yeah, that's a really good response from Cosmic Nebula's bot lane. They moved up really quickly and were able to save the mid laner.
Yeah, that is quite a massive tempo loss there for the Sejuani. It was looking good at first, but the early callback on Seration's E just made it to where they couldn't finish off the kill on the Coach.
It does delay Cosmic Nebula's bot lane back timer. I think they wanted to back there, but they decided to move up to help their mid laner. So. But Ezreal does have blue buff now, so that's a problem.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot of ability spam in that lane, and Ezreal already having to kill up. When she does get this back off, Kiwi's going to get a lot of, like, probably a Sheen, maybe a tier on top of that, which is a very great first back there for Ezreal.
Yeah.
Coach started a little bit of a freeze here.
Looks like Nocturne is hovering mid lane. This is smart because he wants to go for these roads.
Yeah, Sejuani is also there, but he's going to just push Orianna back, break that freeze up a little bit. And Nick is now officially in the danger zone here against this Alawi. Does have access to the ultimate, and things just get a lot more dangerous as the game goes on for the Renekton top side.
These crowds are going to start about.
Yeah, Kiwi stepping up a little bit too aggressive. Ease over the traps, but that's going to still be a lot of damage. Jinx is starting the chase here. Does have the lethal tempo for more attack speed. A nice shield there, and that's going to be a kill picked up for Dilly. That was quite an overstep there by Kiwi.
I like this from Elysium Gnomes. They say, hey, we can't take grubs. Nautilus is here, but let's try to punish it on the other side of the map. And that's really good for Elysium Gnomes. It kind of sucks that Cosmic Nebula do get these grubs for the Alawi, but if they can stop it, bring the Jinx up to mid lane for the second spawn of grubs, it should be fine.
Yeah, make sure that they don't get the little mite spawning. That is the breakpoint that you want to avoid. Yeah, it's going to be 2 plates there for Dilly and Poodle. So that's going to be a lot of gold siphoned into the Jinx here. Already at 2,400. I think Cosmic can look for the Drake here. They should know that the enemy bot lane just backed. We do have pings towards the objective, but looks like it's just for some wards. While Coach is getting engaged on again by Suration. Now Panda is here, does hit the knockup, tries to get the stun, hits the stun, and has the ultimate available if needed, is going to drop it to make sure that the kill gets secured. So that's a pretty big cooldown. I don't know if they needed the Sejuani ult. I'm going to be honest. I think Suration was out there in time.
Yep. I think you're right.
It's a really good punish of the Orianna flash. They knew it was down for just a little bit longer. So really good punish there.
Yeah. We got Red starting to get more aggressive with these trade patterns. Does hit the E. Just
Ouch, that
so
hurts.
much damage. Red is out of mana though, basically, so it's gonna have to get that reset in.
He is gonna base.
Yeah, Lowy looks like she's gonna be quite the issue, especially if she gets that 6 grubs buff. So both teams are playing towards win cons really well, but I'm really scared for Elysium Gnomes because Lowy can be a huge problem. I don't know who's gonna match her in late game, to be honest.
Yeah, but it could be a thing where like if Jinx gets fed enough, like they could just ignore her, right? Like you can force the 4v5 fight, you can even force the 4v4 fight with a Sejuani ult, with the Yone ult follow up, and just keep them locked down for so long. And once Jinx hits that 3-item power spike with the Hurricane, that is so much damage coming in, and that's not easy to survive, especially once Jinx gets excited.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. When we played this team against Bread, he played Alawi, and I played Jinx Lulu, and that dude almost one-shot me. At 40 minutes.
Yeah, he took all of our towers too, like single-handedly. We won because we got 6 grows. That's the only reason we won. We got like the last Void Might hit the Nexus.
Oh yeah, I remember that game. I was casting it.
Bread is Yummy is a second team all-star, by the way, so a really good player. Poodle is also a third team all-star, or second team all-star actually. So we have some all-stars in this game as well.
Another E hit by Alawi.
Oh, Alawi dropping the ultimate there. Nice bait there by Nick. He kind of like petered on the edge, but now we have the dragon starting up here for the side of Cosmic. Panda is going to try to get in there. The ultimate's going to get dropped onto Dilly with the follow-up from the Orianna. So a nice pullback onto the Jinx with the Nocturne Paranoia going down. Jinx is going to fall before she can get excited, and that's going to be a flash away by Poodle, or not Poodle, by Panda to try to get further away and save the life of himself. But Panda is going to fall with Poodle right there to follow. And that's going to be 3 kills and the dragon secured here for Cosmic.
Yeah, that's a disaster, but luckily, well, not really luckily, but Nautilus did get 3 of those kills, so it doesn't feel the worst, but it still feels pretty bad if you're missing those.
That's definitely a lot of pressure lost on the map. A nice big wave there for the Jinx that just got lost to the tower. Is going to be able to pick up half of it, at least. And the fight topside, like sure, Nick played it well, but it did not go in Nick's favor regardless. The HP bars tell the story right there.
Yeah, and I really do not like Lulu walking bot side here when these grubs are spawning. They're pretty much just going to be giving 6 grubs to Cosmic and this Alawi.
Yeah, Alawi already up 20 CS. Biggest CS lead, really the only CS lead in the game, basically. And Dilly kind of getting screwed on these back timers. Opted to buy Berserker Greaves full first. And that's not something you really want to see when you're a champion that wants to rush Yuntail.
Yeah, and Twig is really prioritizing these grubs as the support, so... And really, they only got that Ezreal kill on the first set of grubs. They're not really able to do anything here. I don't think they can dive Ori.
Yeah, well, they're trying to set up for it. Jinx is going to start shoving in the wave. Yone is on the backside, but Twig is on the way down to try to prevent this dive. Coach has to try to clear this wave. Does have the ultimate. Shockwave's going to get popped to clear most of the wave while Suration is on the backside. He's going to start underneath the tower with a nice ultimate there. So Suration's going to pick up 1 kill and tries to flash away from the Nautilus ult, but gets caught up. So that's going to be a shutdown for the Nautilus, while atop side fight is going to break out. And a Paranoia onto the Jinx. Jinx is going to get flashed on here by Nocturne. The Fear does not connect. A nice ultimate there by Panda, but Panda's going to fall as a result. That's going to be 2 kills for 1. And honestly, you got to take what you can get here for Elysium.
Yeah, I think Elysium had the right idea. It's just they executed a little bit too late there on the dive, which allowed Nautilus to walk down the river to help out with that dive.
Yeah, and I mean, Kiwi starting to get really strong here with the Sheen procs. We just saw it do like 200 damage there to Poodle. So much power. A nice hook there onto Dilly. Dilly might just fall. Nautilus is tanking, might fall to the tank. That's going to be 1 kill. Another kill for Twig, sadly picked up, but the shutdown was also picked up by Poodle. So neither of the ADCs getting a lot of gold. Kiwi was able to get 1, but now Panda is here. The smite goes down, and Kiwi trying to kite away with the Arcane Shift. Looks like she's going to be able to get away, and she does.
Well played by Kiwi.
Yeah, super lucky there that Dilly was not the one who got that shutdown, though. Because if it was, I would say that trade was honestly more advantageous there for Elysium, but Poodle was the one who secured it. So that gold not really going to mean necessarily too much. Nick is not having a fun time here on the top side. I don't think I've seen Central 1A top once, which is quite sad to see with the with the Renekton.
Yeah. Also, Twig is more like he's richer than everybody on the map except for his AD carry Kiwi, and Nocturne, or sorry, Bread is Yummy has a little bit more gold than Twig, but this Nautilus is fed.
Yeah, it's 5.
He's the carry.
Yeah, we do have 4 members of Elysium here on the bot side, so Kiwi and Twig have to be careful. I don't know if they know, though. They're stepping up very aggressively. Kiwi might be in a little bit of trouble if she walks towards that bush. Ooh, I was getting a little dicey there.
Bread is Yummy finishes the Black Cleaver. It's going to make this lane even more miserable for Nick.
Yo, he's not doing the Tyler 1 special build where you go full take cycle sword yet.
Surprised he didn't go Iceborne first.
Yeah,
There's a lot of value in it with Jinx, Yone, and Renekton.
Yeah,
not much magic damage coming out.
There's actually like negative magic damage coming out for the side of Elysium.
I would love to see Bread just stack armor after this Black Cleaver.
Second dragon of the game going to be secured here for Cosmic. Right there. There it is. And now Twig and Kiwi looking for a fight. The hook onto Dilly does connect, but the Tromper is going to keep Nautilus away, but the ultimate was still in range, so Dilly is going to fall. The Paranoia securing that kill, and now Poodle. Oh, nice flash to escape that, but still, ADC down, support at 1 HP. This should be potentially a tower here if Ezreal can get the wave pushed in fast enough. Oh, now we see Panda on the top side. A flash forward for the knockup to try to get the stun. That's going to be the ultimate drop, though, and a TP coming in, and they're just going to back away with Panda's ultimate. A lot invested there for basically nothing. And Bread is still ready to fight this, so if needed.
I'm surprised Coach Lucky TP'd there. I really don't think he even needed to. I think Alawi would have 1v2'd him.
There's definitely that possibility. Alawi did have ultimate, did actually activate that ult in that fight. First tower secured here by Kiwi. And Kiwi already has the Triforce, looking to almost complete the Mana Immune. Things are going in the favor of Cosmic in a heavy fashion. 5k up, 6 kills, all the grubs, all the dragons, potentially a Herald here. Panda is here, but Twig is just everywhere on the map right now. Phenomenal support play here.
Yeah, both these top laners, 0 kill participation, but Alawi is up 1,000 gold on Renekton, which is just crazy, just from the CS lead. Shows you how much pressure he has in lane.
Yeah, and it does look like Alawi is going that Iceborne Gauntlet. Does have the Sheen, so we are seeing that the item you wanted to see here from Bread.
Sir.
Twig sitting in the brush. Serration looking for an engage onto Bread. Bread's gonna drop the ultimate and it's gonna have to flash away, so that's a pretty big cooldown to use. I mean, they're putting a lot of focus on Bread now, but I feel like they needed to be doing this a little bit sooner in the game.
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
Oh, and nice hook there onto Poodle from Twig. So Poodle should be falling here if Twig can get the last auto, or Kiwi, but he does not. And now Panda's going in, but 10 is here. Doesn't look like too much else is going to happen here in this fight. Just some nice poke damage, pressure on the tower.
Sorry, Pat, what were you saying before that fight?
I forgot.
Oh, you. It looks like Alawi's just beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, Red does not care anymore. Like,
It'll get even worse when the Iceborne comes through.
yeah, Nick going in for more aggressive trades. Another tower here should fall to Kiwi, so there's going to be so much gold into this Ezreal. Ezreal already at 8.5 thousand, but we have an engage here by Panda onto Bread. Bread's going to drop the ultimate, but isn't going to be enough. Look at the healing coming through. The tentacle swipes are just keeping Bread so full, and that's going to be a 1 for none in a 2v1.
It's too late, Panda. You had to do this earlier. I don't know.
Oh, a flash forward there by Twig. A nice hook onto Poodle. Poodle's going to have to drop the ultimate onto themselves while Susteration's trying to keep Twig away. And Saturation going in. The Fear's going to connect. The hook does follow through. Kiwi should be able to pick up the kill. 10 going to be the one to secure it. And now Dilly trying to get more autos. But look at the damage from that Q. Paranoia dropped down. And now Poodle is in danger. Poodle will fall. And that's going to be a tower, tier 2, and 3 kills here for Cosmic Nebula.
Wow, that was a really clean fight from Cosmic Nebula. They used all their abilities like almost perfectly. That was really clean. And they got the tier 2.
Yeah, the gold lead is just growing at 8,000 gold now. The next dragon will be spawning in 10 seconds. If they can get onto Soul Point with this gold lead, it's going to be a very, very rough spot here for Elysium.
I'm surprised Nick still has not bought any heal reduction in laying in against this Alawi.
It looks like he's a bit uncomfortable on Renekton. I don't think this is one of his bigger champions. He likes to play like Mordekaiser a lot, I think. So.
Who, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mordekaiser would have been a great pick here.
You think? I mean, yeah, you need the AP damage, but I don't think Mordekaiser is that good into Alawi.
When you ult the Alawi, it takes all the tentacles away.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually a pretty big counter into Alawi.
Because I definitely feel... Oh, a Jinx ultimate onto the Drake. Doesn't secure it, though.
I also think it would be pretty good because Alawi might get baited into building Spear of Visage first if she's against Mordekaiser, and then you can just have Yone match her, and she's cooked.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, props on Nick. Like, yes, the fights are not going very well, but Nick hasn't died, keeping up in level, not too far behind in farm.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's not long for this world. That one trade lost half of Nick's HP.
Yeah, Bread does have that Iceborne now.
Yeah.
He's got that Sheen proc and the damage reduction on the auto.
Duration is here now. They're going to go in onto Bread. Bread going to drop the ultimate, gets 2 tentacles up. And that's going to be a lot of damage. The healing is coming through. Seration's going to have to back off and is actually going to die to the tentacle. Bread hits another E. The healing is just so much. And that's going to be another 2v1 there for Bread. Oh,
this
wait.
Alawi is a problem.
Yeah, Baron started up here. Jinx ultimate trying to get some damage down, but it's not going to be enough, and that's going to put the gold lead at 10,000.
I think T1 might be playing on Bread's account.
Who, Doran or Zeus?
No.
Tyler won.
Oh,
The true
Tyler would-
D1.
I see.
You know, since he's a Alawi one trick now.
I think I played against
TP
him recently. He's kind of
onto the top tower. I don't think Seration can stop this. 3 levels down on second tier 2 onto Bread. Bread is now going to get caught here in a 4v1. Flashes over the wall. A nice flash there. Seration's going to get knocked back through the E. That's going to be 700 gold going into Bread. And sure, loses the flash, but gets out alive with the bounty. Oh, nice E there. Bread is quite the menace. Paranoia onto Seration. 10 looking for a kill. Flashes over the wall for the fear to connect. And that's going to be basically a 1v1 there for 10. Kiwi should be able to get a kill there with the E. And Alawi just 1v4ing the lane. Doesn't care.
Just wait till this champion gets Sterix Gauge next.
Yeah, it is quite a disgusting eyesore, to say the least. There is so much damage coming from there. Doesn't care about the HP. Doesn't care about the numbers. That's going to be the first inhibitor of the game falling for Cosmic Nebula. Oh, and Coach being engaged on here by Nick. Nick might be able to pick up a kill for themselves, but is not going to be able to quite complete it. Trying to get that E and does get the double dash through. While 10 and Bread pressuring the top side inhibitor. The inhib tower is going to fall, and that's going to be another inhibitor secured with this Baron. So much value so far. A nice hook there onto Dilly there. And that's going to be an engage here onto Bread. Bread's going to get dropped down super low while Twig and 10 are trying to push them away. Bread is trying to dodge as much damage as they can and is going to be able to get out alive while Kiwi's going to pick up a kill on the backside onto Poodle. Seration's going to follow as well. That's going to be a double kill for Kiwi. Paranoia dropped onto Renekton, trying to keep Kiwi alive. That will be a triple kill, and that should be a game-ending push here. It is Panda against the world. Alawi did back, but it's still a 3v1. Panda trying to isolate these waves as best they can, but both Nexus towers will fall, and Nexus will be falling shortly after.
Yeah, really clean game, and I think we can see why Bread is Yummy is an all-star in the BTL League this season. He is just going crazy on the split pushing champs like Alawi. That's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna set it off to a break while we wait for game number 2. But yeah, don't go anywhere,
here
folks.
for Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line.
Alright, it looks like we're in draft for game number 2 of Cosmic Nebula versus Elysium Gnomes. We do have Cosmic Nebula on blue side this time, and they destroyed game number 1. So we'll see if they can do it again. Red is Yummy is a problem on the side lane chance. Are you guys there?
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, good.
All right, do have kind of similar bans from game number 1. Already got the Jace. Echo's banned last game, right?
Along with Galio.
Yeah, we did have some different bands coming through. I mean, Cosmic did. Were they the ones that banned Ugan? Why do I not remember? I know Corky ban is new. The Ash ban is new.
Cosmic banned Udyr, Jace, Ash, and Elysium banned Galio, Echo, Talia.
Okay, so yeah, we do have. I mean, 5 of the 6 bans are the same, just slightly different on which team banned which. Like the Ash being banned. Instead of Cosmic, it was Elysium. But we do have the Skarner first pick. I think
That champion's
one of the
OP.
most disgusting junglers right now.
The one tank my jungler will play.
Real. I play Diana. It's just always banned.
It's not a true tank, bro, and you know it.
Oh, I don't know if I like a Mumu in the Skarner. I really hope they don't lock that in.
I need a Sejuani merchant on my team.
We do. We have coffee table in the top lane.
True. I do have the Sejuani merchant.
He's the GOAT.
I mean, there is a reason he's an all-star.
Yeah.
True.
I think Skarner is going to run Mumu. However, Varus, I think, is really good in the guy is a linear champion, to say the least. Once he starts going one way, he's going.
Yeah, I don't really know what the vision is for the Amumu pick. Maybe it's support, but I just don't see how Amumu can play well in the Skarner.
I mean, there's a lot of team fight power. Like, if you can avoid the Skarner, not fall too far behind, and just farm up, there's a lot of team fight power in that Amumu, right? You have the Varus to, like, lock people down, and then Amumu gets a free Q, or, like, a free walk up into the ultimate. So, I'm not disappointed with their picks. It's just going to be tough, because we do know how strong Skarner can be. Skarner does struggle against Varus, though. I know this from firsthand experience. Every time I see Skarner, I like to go Varus. It is not a fun matchup. Like, Skarner's not going to die to him, but Skarner's never going to get close to him for a while, anyways. Just because the ultimate cooldown is so short, and then you have your E slow. So there is a lot of value in this Varus, and the Milio going to be able to cleanse that Skarner ult with Milio's ult as well. So as long as Milio isn't one of the 3 people that get tagged there by the Skarner, there's a lot of value.
Does Milio
However,
drop suppression?
yes.
Yep.
It is the QSS. It's a QSS, essentially.
I don't think I really like the Smolder pick into the Varus.
Yeah, the Smolder pick, like, sure, if that was a Smolder flex, then sure. I mean, it could be a Smolder top. Right? Brad played it one time, I'm pretty sure.
It could be, but Elysium could just hold topped for R5.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to punish the Smolder in a lot of cases, I feel like.
Well, they also changed Smolder this patch, so he's a little bit stronger in the early game and has better like AD scaling, so you don't have to build like a Sheen item on him anymore, which feels really good for lane for Smolder.
Sheen item's still the best item.
Well,
Don't be fooled. Maybe we'll
Smolder
see an
still
Mbessa.
does. That would be cool.
If that is the Smolder top, notably when Mbessa first came out, Mbessa's best win rate champion was against the Smolder. Just saying. Number one counter Mbessa.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Mbessa really that much in BTL. I think the champion.
It's not.
really overtuned.
No, not at all.
What?
Not at all. I don't think that champion is. I don't think that champion's necessary. I think that champion is very balanced, which means that they're not very strong, which means no one will play her because people are champion abusers.
I don't know. Personally, I think every time I played a Mbessa, at least in the jungle, she feels really OP.
I definitely do not see her popping off a lot of times. Also, Mbessa's definitely like a counter pick champ.
Yeah,
That champion gets countered by way too much stuff.
that's true.
Ooh. He had a pike cover there, but looks like it's just going to be... Ooh. A little spice coming down on the bot side here for Cosmic with the pike lock in.
That is an interesting bot lane duo.
Yeah, I really hope that's a Smolder top. I really hope that's a Smolder top. I don't think it is, but a man can hope, a man can dream. Because I don't think that bot lane duo is very strong.
Could be Syndra bot lane as well.
That would be black.
I'd love to see like a Draven.
Yeah, that would be.
What if this is a Skarner top?
You think? You don't think it's a Wukong top?
Potentially. I mean, it could be Skarner top, right? I mean, Wukong and Skarner are just both flexible. We won't know until we get into the actual pick phase.
Yep.
I think it has to be Wukong because I don't think Brett will play Skarner. He's a type of split push player. I think he'll want the Wukong.
I don't think Pyke is the worst pick here, just because like Smolder can, once he hits level 6, he can clear the wave really well, just like with ult, and stay pretty safe from dives while Pyke is roaming around.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I like the Skarner pick, I don't think the rest of Cosmic Nebula's picks are necessarily like well pairing. I actually like Elysium's comp better. You have the
I agree
super
with
tank
that.
of the super tank of Volley Bear, just super hard to kill, especially if he does like the AP quick blades tank builds. Just impossible to kill that champion sometimes. You have the large lockdown here by Amumu and Varus, and even Vigar, and then you have the kiting potential there by Emilio. Whereas Cosmic, you got a super late game, like an ADC that doesn't really want to be doing anything until 225 stacks. You got like an aggressive jungler.
Aggressive support.
Yeah, super aggressive support. So it's going to be kind of weird there. I mean, the Wukong pick's all right, but I think Volibear is just stronger than Wukong. And the Syndra pick is nice, but it's hard to punish a Vigar when he can just, like, he sees the Syndra cage coming, or he sees the Syndra stun coming, drops the cage around themselves to keep Skarner away. Right? Like, I feel like it's going to be really hard for Cosmic to do what they did the first game. And I mean, not saying that they can't, but Elysium has a lot more going on, I feel like, for their comp this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think both teams have really good scaling, like even scaling. Elysium Gnomes, though, late game, their team fights are going to be a lot more linear and easier to execute. So I think I give draft to Elysium Gnomes as well. But if Smolder gets ahead, it could be a really big problem.
I agree with that. I'm just not really a fan of the Pyke and Cosmic's draft. I would have loved either a Nami or a Braum in there instead.
Yeah.
Never look back.
We are in to see if it's Skarner or Wukong top.
It should be. It's so rough. Like Wukong's not gonna have fun in that lane. I feel like.
Yeah.
Grounded.
That just goes to show you're nothing but a whiskey delta.
How may you die with your eyes closed?
What is Wukong top?
Yeah. There it is. It's official. Well, not technically, but they can swap until 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something
Volibear is going to be a big problem if he gets ahead, so...
Volibear's gonna be disgusting. Every time I see that champion, I just want to vomit.
Yeah.
Volibear is one of those champs, like one of the few champs that can build anything and be good, and I hate that. Like the Katarina, right? Like, I'm sorry, I should not see a full AD Katarina and then lose 90% of my health to magic damage. It's just not a thing. It shouldn't be a thing.
Have you seen Lost Rotonos, or Lost Rotonos, the streamer
Adriel's team?
from EU? Yeah. Boss has been playing Volibear a ton, and it looks disgusting in their scrims. Like, he just
Mouse is
blind
my
mixes
goat.
it. Yeah, Boss is kind of popping off in their scrims. And in their stage games. They
His
destroyed
Gragas is
Oz's
clean.
team. Yeah, you almost got a penta. It's crazy.
When this guy is not inting in solo queue, he's a really good player.
Yeah. He has a bunch of like off-stream accounts where he's just really high challenger, high win rate.
Yeah, they got like 66% win rate, 1k LP.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyways,
Still dying more than kills though, of course.
I must not fall.
I still think Coffee's better though,
I
personally.
mean, Coffee's just like the best top laner
True,
on the server, so
it's true.
Your favorite TV shows are on YouTube. Enjoy the latest releases.
Carol Dixon.
All right, well, it looks like we see the full lineups. Yeah, I think Cosmic Nebula should lose this game, but seeing their performances last game and how well they played, I don't know. It's hard for me to think they can't win this game.
Yeah, no, it's definitely winnable. I mean, Skarner in their own rights is just as broken as Volibear. Syndra has a huge one-shot potential, and I mean, you have the Smolder for the game, right? Like, yeah, they have a Vygar, they have a Varus, so a lot of CC that Smolder has to watch out for, but there's a lot of potential here. It just really depends on how this early game goes, what objectives they can get control of compared to Elysium.
this Lord Coffee Table in the chat. What is this glaze from my team?
You deserve it, bro.
You're the goat.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna send it off to a break while we wait for these teams to load into the game. We'll see you in about 3 minutes. And don't go anywhere, everybody. right, it looks like we're loaded in for game number 2 of Cosmic Nebula versus Elysium Gnomes. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, 6, 7, 8,
Yep.
9,
Yep.
10. Sweet.
All right, here we go. Nick going AP. I hate that champion. Thorn's Ring to OP. What can I say?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
We do have a cleanse by Kiwi. Thank goodness. I swear too many ADCs do not
30
respect the
seconds
cleanse.
until minions spawn.
I feel
Like
like
the need to take it.
is PTA the best rune on Smolder? I feel like Conquer would be kind of good, but maybe I'm delusional.
Nah, it's probably Fleet or Grasp because you don't really care about winning early game per se. You're just trying to scale up. But I mean, PTA can be good because your Q's an auto attack reset. You can get it off really fast, and I mean, Kiwi does have the aggressive support. Duration, getting a free stack there, so game over. Go next.
By the way, did you guys see all the rune changes for like the domination tree with all the vision stuff?
Yeah.
That stuff looks crazy. Domination's gonna be really broken for like junglers and supports.
Which is good. Kind of diversifies because everyone normally goes inspiration nowadays.
Yeah.
Gets the boots free.
For pathing this game, it looks like they're both gonna full clear down. But I'd like to see them try to impact mid early and like do level 3 gank. Either one of them really could be really good.
I mean, a lot of this pressure is going to easily come from mid lane. Like, if Suration can get a free lane, that is just, that's just Vigar things. Like, it's going to get so much AP in that late game. Coach, Lucky can easily get to a point where one-shotting basically anyone on this team is a very real possibility.
Yeah.
So I definitely do agree. I also do want to see, though, if they don't want this Volibear to become a problem, it's the same tail as, like, the Alawi, right? Like, you need to make sure this Volibear does not get a big enough lead to where Wukong can't really do anything. But that was quite a trade Kiwi just took there.
Yeah, and we're already seeing this lane being really rough. Varus is such an oppressive champ to play against.
Red, getting aggressive here onto Nick. So, I mean, this is the one area and time you can punish the Volibear, right? Volibear has no items right now. Doesn't really have any levels.
Both top laners also going Grasp. I'm surprised not the Conqueror coming on for the Wukong.
Yeah, I think Wukong might be looking for the shorter trade pattern, maybe. Because doing extended trades with Volibear, it can get really dangerous when Volibear does get that W. Because the amount of healing that you get can get quite obnoxious.
Wukong's also pretty easy to proc grasp on because like his Q gives him so much range on his auto. It's that grasp on really quick.
Nice dodge there by Red to make sure not getting hit by that Thunder. And Nick getting ticked down to 150 health. So maybe looking for a potential dive here onto Nick. There's not a lot that Nick can do to really survive this, but we do have a gank onto the bot side. 10 going to get caught out here by Panda. A flash forward by Twig for the double stun and a push in, but now First Blood going to get picked up there by Dilly, and Twig is in trouble. Does get slowed, doesn't have anything to really get away, and Poodle's going to pick up another kill. That's going to be 2 kills for the side of Elysium in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's a really good start for them too. Right where they want the kills. I'm a little surprised Takini tried to go back in there.
Bread got an early back with the TP, and now Nick could be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to be able to walk away with the shield from the Thunderstorm. I don't know what that ability is called. Sky Splitter. That's the one.
I kind of wish Brad went for the dive. Going 1-for-1 there and Volibear losing the wave is pretty worth it.
Yeah, are you talking about before he TP'd?
Yeah, before he based.
Yeah.
He's still getting a pretty good, like, he froze the wave, and Volibear only got one of the minions here, so not even that one. So he missed 6 minions. And it was a cannon wave he missed.
Oh, Nick stunning the wrong target. The clone taking up so much damage there for Bread. Bread trying to get a little aggressive here, but the lightning chain attacks are going to start dealing some damage. Nick looking for a trade here, does get the Sky Splitter hit onto Bread, and that's going to be a kill for Nick. That is so much damage. Now we have Panda in the mid lane. The Q goes forward. The Bandage Dodge was there. Now Lucky could be in a little bit of trouble. It's going to flash away while Panda tanking so many tower shots. Oh, things could have been a little dangerous. A flash forward there by Susurration to get the kill with the ultimate. Hitting level 6 there just at the right moment.
Yeah,
Things looking a lot better for Elysium.
yeah, a really good start for them.
Ooh, a hook there onto Dilly with a nice follow-up on the stun, but the damage output here is a little bit in favor of Dilly. The lethal tempo is going to get activated. Kiwi getting dropped down to 150 health. Does pop the potion.
Yeah, and Poodle can just heal Dilly back up in this lane, and that's a really good trade for them.
Yeah, it's like the downside to having like the Pyke. You don't have the most aggressive ADC to win these trades early on. So and the Milio just provides that sustainability that Pyke just can't.
Doing some quick stack checks, it looks like Vigar's at 70 and our Smolder is at 35. So
Tiger being at 70 already is quite impressive.
yeah.
Dragon started up here by the Amumu. So this should be first dragon secured here for Elysium. Not really much that Cosmic can do right now. They are down 2,000 gold. Needs to kind of stabilize here.
Yeah, being down 2k at 7 minutes, it's going to be really rough for them this mid game. They're going to have to find some really good outnumber plays to crawl their way back. The Volibear in the top lane, I was so shocked to see him solo kill Bread is Yummy, because it looked like Bread was just completely destroying the lane, getting the better of Nichols in every trade.
Yeah, it can get rough. Like I mean, I said it before, like the champion is just disgusting. But 10 is here for a gank onto Nick. Nick does have the ultimate if needed, and Coach is here to follow up. So it's going to be a 3v1 and a kill picked up there for Coach. So nice gold influx into one of your stronger champions this game. And a lot of cooldowns used to get that gank to work. Oh, Poodle could be in a little bit of trouble, but hits the Q back up. And the ultimate from Kiwi going to get dropped down. I feel like that was a little early.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think that Cosmic Nebula is doing all of the right things to come back in this game. They gotta kill top lane, and if they can keep punishing top lane, get this Volibear behind, and Smolder keeps stacking, they can easily come back in this game. They're fine just giving up these first 2 Drakes and Grubs. It's really fine. Other than Volibear, getting 6 Grubs can be pretty rough for the side of Elysium Gnomes.
I'm surprised that they actually gave up the Drakes. Like, after getting the pick on the Volibear, I feel like they could have immediately went into the Grubs.
Yeah.
Secure those 3 for themselves. But Nick, they're looking for a trade onto Bread once again. And the ultimate going to get dropped down. Pyke going to get caught out here. Does have the dash to get away. But so much damage there coming from Dilly. Oh, these trades are actually looking so good for Bread, but Doesn't matter how low Nick is. Like, Nick can get such a positive trade here with the W activation.
Yeah. When he's doing so much damage and he brushed Ionian boots, like, I don't understand how he's doing that much damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see technique or Tenshini just drive through the wall and miss the Krug. He's driving around.
Oh, Bread, that was not exactly what you wanted to look for there, but the ultimate double trade ultimate, maybe a solo kill here and a nice flash to get out of the ult damage range. That's going to be the 1-for-1 or 1-for-none for Bread.
Very nice solo by Bread.
Oh, and now we have 10 come to the wall. Dilly's going to get caught out and pushed back. The ultimate here from 10 is available if they want to use it. Twig going to get dropped down super low. The Impale going to go through. That's going to be Dilly getting caught, and Kiwi should be able to pick up a kill, but it gets stolen there by 10. And now Bread getting engaged on here by Panda. TP from Volibear to try to get closer, and a 1v1 there for Panda. Suration now here picking up a kill with their ultimate. 10 and Kiwi trying to get down more damage. Tries to dodge some more, and Suration should be falling here. 10 picking up another shutdown for himself. And plates are going to get secured mid, so a lot of gold going over into the Skarner. Not necessarily the person you want to see, but kills are kills. Close that gap.
Cosmic is getting right back into this game.
Yeah. And honestly, getting gold on Skarner, it feels really good, because the sooner you get that Heartsteel on Skarner, the better. Because Skarner with the Heartsteel, Sterix, Power Spike, he does so much damage, like more than your ADC mid-game, and he can really snowball the game.
Well, we know who the jungle main is now, but now Nick going on to Bread, but Bread has Twig here to give them some support. Nick might just get caught out. A nice pull there from Twig. The flash to dodge the stun. Bread is trying to get closer, does not have the ultimate available quite yet. Nick trying to get down some more damage. So much healing there from the W, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Suration is trying to get here. A nice ultimate there from Twig. A flash away to make sure Suration can't pick up a kill, but now Coach is here. Hits down some nice CC, trying to get down some more damage. Suration does have ultimate, so they need to be careful here. Oh, and the ultimate, but it's a trade for Suration.
Really well played from Suration to get a kill back there, but Cosmic Nebula, they're right back in this game.
Yeah, and a lot of gold extra was actually gained there because Twig secured both those kills with ultimate, so those are essentially double kills minimum from the gain from his passive.
I'm not really sure what the Smolder is building. She's got a serrated Dirk.
Oh, you know what? There is a Smolder build right now. I think you go Hubris or Ghostblade. It's like a weird lethality build. It's weird. I've seen it and it kind of hurts, but I don't know how good it is. Red, so looking for an engage onto Nick. Nick is just getting bullied up here. A nice impale there to secure Red alive, but the ultimate's going to get dropped down, and Nick is trying to get closer to Red and is going to be able to pick up the kill. Let's see if Twig and 10 have the damage to deal with the healing of Nick. Nick is trying to stay on to Twig right now. Twig is going to pop that move speed, and a shield's going to get down. A nice stun there, but Twig is so low, but a great push there for 10, and that's going to be another kill picked up for the Skarner, but Kiwi could be in a little bit of trouble. Suration has arrived, drops down the cage, and Kiwi's going to fall, but the tower's going to almost pick up one if it wasn't for Poodle's ultimate.
Yeah, bit of a bloodbath in this game number 2. Last game, they were playing really slow early games, but this game, they're going crazy.
Yeah, and 10 able to get the grubs to avoid 4 grubs here for Elysium, so that is a good news for them. They didn't get 3 grubs, but it was late enough to where they couldn't get the 4. Now Panda could be in a little bit of trouble here. Lucky is here for over-the-wall stuns. Let's see if Lucky can connect. Does have the ultimate available, is going to drop it, and Panda is going to fall. A nice shutdown there picked up by Coach Lucky.
And there's that power of the Heartsteel on Skarner early. He just does so much damage, already at 46 stacks. Feels really good for Tenshini.
Speaking of stacks, let's get a stack check.
Okay, we're 93 for Smolder and
180 for Vagar.
That's
Vagar
crazy.
is a little strong here.
Vagar
Twig
has
trying to get the stun.
350 AP.
Isn't going to be able to quite get it, and now Coach Lucky and Twig could be in a little bit of danger. Dilly is here, and that is going to be a kill picked up for Dilly. So much damage there from Serration.
Yeah, Susurration is stacking so well on this Vigar. I don't think I've ever seen a Vigar stacked this well before.
Yeah, a lot of early kills definitely help that conundrum, because I think you get 5 AP for every kill you're a part of. So like just off of kills alone, that is 25 stacks.
Yeah. Well, and Smolder's really behind, only at 100 stacks at 15 minutes, which doesn't feel the greatest.
Yeah, Kiwis definitely got pushed off a few waves here just because of the amount of focus that the Susurration's putting on the bot side.
He did go Hubris.
It's a she.
Huh? Oh, sorry, she.
Oh, Panda with a nice Spanish toss over the wall. Now Kiwi could be in a little bit of trouble. Does get rooted there by Dilly, but a nice impale there to keep Kiwi alive. The flash was invested as well. Twig is going to fall. And that was not quite the look you wanted. And oh, the snipe. Now we have Nick looking for a trade. Oh, dude. That healing makes me want to vomit. And Kiwi getting bandage tossed by Panda. And things are starting to fall apart for Cosmic Nebula.
This Volibear champ.
Yeah, a nice ult Cyclone there to try to clear the wave. Red trying to get an aggressive trade is going to flash away, and the tower is going to get disabled, but Nick is
So
not going to
close.
fall. The healing is just so much to deal with. We're sitting at a 4K gold lead at 16 minutes. Twig is here to try to complete the kill. I think Knight's going to go down. Twig wants to try to get some more, but doesn't quite have the damage. Looking for the ultimate, and it's going to pop, and that's going to be a solo kill picked up for Twig against Nick, but got to be careful of Panda. Panda does so much damage. The Leandre's Torment really starting to do a lot of burn damage.
I think Panda would have killed there if they had mana.
Oh, Kiwi barely escapes the cage there. A flash invested there by Susurration, but no kill will be picked up. And they assumed Vigar used TP there, but in reality, Vigar did not.
Vigar did flash, so that's a big cooldown.
Twig could be in a little bit of trouble. A nice flash over there. The ult was invested there by Susurration, but no kill was picked up. Now Kiwi could be in a little bit of trouble, get stuck in the cage. The Varus ultimate does connect, and the cleanse is going to go down, and Kiwi just barely dodges it, but is not going to be able to get far enough away. J-League's going to pick up one for themselves, so 10 is going to get engaged on here in a 4v1. That will be a double kill for Dilly, and that should be the Dragon 3 secured here for Elysium Gnomes.
Yeah, what a disaster for Elysium Gnomes now. Or, sorry, for Cosmic Nebula. Elysium Gnomes are going to have Kendrick Soul Point, which is really, really good for this Volibear.
Yeah, and the Amumu, really.
Yeah. Yeah, Mumu did go Conquer, so.
It's the blue side curse, what can I say? always finding a little bit of rough. We definitely need to see, a TP here by Bread. Bread is trying to get a little bit active here. Saturation is here. Bread's team isn't quite in range yet, but a nice CC chain there onto Dilly and a great hook to get a shutdown there for Kiwi. But Bread will fall in turn, and now Nick has a free push in the top side. Not really many people who will be able to stop Nick. A TP there from Coach Lucky, but Coach Lucky needs to be careful. Nick does so much damage right now. Oh, but we do have a collapse going on. Twig looking for some plays. 10 going to go through the walls, but it's not going to be able to get there in time. And like I was saying, Cosmic really needs to slow this game down if they want to hit these scaling breakpoints. Like, Smolder is very far behind and needs time to hit the 225, only at 133.
Yeah, I don't think Smolder is going to hit it anytime soon. It's going to be like a 27-minute full stack Smolder. Really late.
Yep. Very, very slow.
And even though Smolder did get the shutdown in that last fight, she's still behind in gold by 2.5k.
Yeah, I mean, Varus is 2.5 items in. Kiwi only at 1.5, not even 1.5 really. And on top of that, Kiwi went Merc Treads. So yeah, it gets the defensive boots, but a lot of gold invested to try to keep Kiwi alive longer.
What are the normal boots on Smolder? Is it
Lucidity, I think.
Lucidity. Oh, Bread get caught out there a little bit. Saturation is going to drop the ultimate basically at full HP. I guess just trying to push Bread away, stop the push from going in. And I mean, it seemed to have worked.
It's a ton of damage.
10 looking for a play here, but Nick has arrived. A nice stun there onto 10, going to interrupt the dash. But 10 is a pretty tanky boy.
Yeah, if you're Cosmic Nebula, how do you think you get back into this game? I feel like it's really hard. You have to just get Smolder to the break point, and also Syndra has to get to her break point, which
Yeah.
is 100, I believe, and she's at 80.
Yeah, 100. I think it's 120. Yeah, 120. I mean,
120
gets,
is where the alt execute, but 120 is where you get the extra ability power.
Yeah. We're definitely going to need Syndra to start basically one-shotting half the team.
Yeah. Well, and I'm just going to check Vigar's stacks. He's at 285, 724 AP at 22 minutes. It's crazy.
That is quite the achievement. I mean, looking at just the items alone, right? Like, 2 items, 700 ability power. Problem solved.
I think Vigar is such a crazy pick for the side of Elysium Gnomes this game, because you see the Smolder, you see the Syndra, and you're like, okay, they want to scale. Let's just pick Vigar to match that scaling. And it's working out really well.
Yeah, Soul Point spawning in 25 seconds. We already see Elysium starting to like work on that vision control on that bot side jungle. They didn't get the vision very deep, but they have all the vision in the river that they will ever need.
If I'm Cosmic here, I'm either trying to go for that top tier 1 or at least tier 1 mid.
Yeah, I don't think they can really fight this jungle or this dragon, but they might feel pressured into doing it.
Both top laners do have TP. It looks like Syndra's TPing early.
Yeah, trying to get that advantage here, but Bread's gonna get caught out here. So much damage. Already a nice chunk, but a nice impale there for the double, and a great follow-up there from the team. That's going to be 1 shutdown. That's going to be 2. Coach Lucky's going to survive with like 1 HP. Now Panda could be in a little bit of trouble. That's going to be 3 for 2. Bread's going to actually flash away to save himself a little bit of time, but Nick is in, and Nick is doing damage. Saturation has to try to survive. Kiwi trying to get down as much damage as she can, and now it's Nick versus the world. But guess what? 10 is full HP, and 10 does not take damage. Nick is going to go for Kiwi instead, and Kiwi should be falling here. I don't think they have the move speed to get away, and that's going to be a kill picked up there for Nick, and that's going to be 2 kills for 4. Lots of shutdowns there for Cosmic.
Yeah, really, really good play. I thought that Syndra TPing early was going to be a little bit of an end, but it ended up working out really well for them. They got the fight before Nick could TP, and I thought Nick would just be able to get that tier 2 and tier 3 top lane, and Elysium Gnomes would just back off, but they got a really good engage, and a ton of kills went over to the carries.
Yeah, but the problem is, and the problem still stands, Soul Point is still available. They did not win the fight hard enough to secure the dragon. Nick was still too full in the HP department to to really not have a care. And now the dragon's going to get started, and it just gets deleted. That's going to be Soul picked up for Elysium. And now Nick and Coach, Coach just getting caught out the litter a little bit too much, and Bread tries to go in to defend, but it is just going to be a 2 for none with Panda hitting a bandage toss over the wall. So it was a good play, and it did get a lot of gold, but they really tried to invest in trying to secure that, or I guess tried to steal it maybe, but it wasn't there.
Yeah, and Vigard does have this stopwatch now, or it's called Arm Guard. Seer's Arm Guard now. They're just gonna start up Baron.
Kiwi is 21 stacks away from the 225. We'll have to see if it's going to be enough though to really start turning these fights around. Baron is going to get picked up here for Elysium. So once again, we're back to the 5k gold difference. And now Nick looking for Twig. Twig is just going to be able to dash away though. The stun doesn't connect. And now Nick going in deep. 10 trying to push Nick away from Kiwi. Kiwi is trying to get down as many slows as she can, but does get stunned, but is going to be able to get out, surprisingly. Kiwi, 8 stacks away. Should be able to get it in the next team fight, or by the next fight.
Oliver's build is very interesting. I've never seen that. It's like a spin on the Rod of Ages Quick Blades build, but this time it's Riftmaker into Flicker Blade. So very, very interesting build. Seems to be working though.
This Smolder is now at 225 stacks.
Dun dun dun.
Right at 27 minutes. That's rough, but it does give them a chance in these fights. I think Volibear, they need to get some anti-heal for this Volibear. Desperately.
Yeah, Syndra only at 100 stacks, but does have that ult execute available now. Doesn't have the bonus AP. That is still 100 stacks for that ultimate execute is still pretty big. Now Poodle almost in a little bit of danger, but a good Q knocked back there to stop the hook from Twig.
Vigar's almost at 1000 AP, 356 stacks.
Got some pressure on the top side. Bread trying to defend this tower as best they can, but I mean, Varus just deletes it so quickly, and Panda is there to secure it. But now Twig and Kiwi are here. Looks like a fight's going to break out. The ultimate onto Panda, trying to get down some more damage, but Dilly's going to pick up a kill for themselves. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and a nice double impale there. Kiwi going to get a double kill, maybe even a triple if possible. Coach is going to get dove by Nick during the meantime. Tower's going to get disabled. Coach invests the flash, but Nick just has the damage, has the cooldowns. That's going to be kills traded across the map, while 10 looks for Susurration, does get stunned, and takes a little bit of damage there, and a tier 2 tower picked up there for Nick.
Considering how far behind Cosmic Nebula is, they are able to find really good fights here in the late game. They're getting much needed gold onto the Smolder, and also stacking that Hubris, so...
Yeah, 29 bonus AD for every kill. Has gotten a few, I believe, the 7 champions vanquished. It says 6, but it's a bug. It's always 1 less than what it actually is. So you get 15 AD plus 2 per champion vanquish on every kill.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the reason they're doing this build is because Smolder got a buff on his 80 scalings on his abilities, right?
Yeah.
We do have Elder Dragon coming up here in about a minute and a half. I think that's really going to be the decider for this game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big focal point for both teams. But Coach going to get caught out here by Nick. The team is on the way. Coach still might be in a little bit of trouble. Bread is going to get there and get down some damage, get down some CC, and Coach is just barely going to survive, but a flash forward from Nick is going to actually secure the kill. That is a lot, and I mean a lot invested to kill Nick.
I actually think it's fine because they didn't use too many flashes. They just used ultimates, which the ultimates will be back up for the Elder Drake. And Nick's flash is going to be down for the Elder Drake, so...
His ult should be too. It's a very long cooldown.
I think Stormbringer will be like up 5 or 10 seconds after Dragon Storms.
Volibear does also have Unending Despair now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and he's working
Restoration.
Towards Spirit Visage.
Yeah. We don't have... Oh, we do have anti-heal actually picked up here by Kiwi, so... At least there's something.
Really important.
Elder Dragon has now spawned. Syndra on the top side does have teleport available. Twig is looking for a pick onto Susurration. Susuration's flash is going to be used. So that's a pretty big cooldown, especially right in front of the Elder fight. And now Panda looking for an engage. A nice ultimate for a double stun, but Bread and 10 are pretty tanky, but Bread is actually going to get caught and drop. Now Nick just has to push the enemy team away while his team secures this Elder Dragon. And it looks like it's going to go relatively uncontested here. Twig and Coach trying to step up. There is a nice cage there to get a double stun or a double lockdown at least, and the Elder is going to get secured, and now Nick is going to get one with the Elder Dragon, and Nick is looking for some more, a double impale, but it gets cleansed there by Poodle. That's going to be a double kill picked up for Volibear, and Volibear is going in deep. Twig and Kiwi are the sole survivors, has to try to defend this 2v5. This might be a game-ending play here. Nick stepping forward. Panda up there with Nick. The first inhibitor will fall. The pressure on the Nexus towers is gonna go. Susurration tanking a little bit. First towers drop down to half. First towers a quarter, and that's gonna be first tower secured. Twig is trying to do what they can while Panda goes in deep. Panda might just fall. Flash forward there by Bread, but Bread is not gonna be able to complete the kill. Kiwi's gonna have to try to survive while Poodle and Susurration are just free hitting the Nexus. That's going to be one auto, that's going to be two, and that is going to be the game.
Yeah, really impressive for Cosmic Nebula to be able to drag it out to 33 minutes. Considering how bad their early game and mid game was, but yeah, Elysium Gnomes able to pull it through, and Susurration looking amazing on Vigar that game.
Key point. Can't get the Vigar again.
True.
Can't get a lot of these champions again. No Volibear, no Skarner. No nothing. Things are about to get wild.
I'm excited for when we get to these best of fives.
Alright, I'm gonna head over to a break while we wait for game number 3 draft to start up. We'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere, guys.
I don't like writing essays, but here are my marks for them. So bestie, I'm going to tell it to you.
Like a roaring ocean, slowing motion. Lay down your troubled mind. We are only kind and will kindly cease to be as we intertwine with the universe and its cosmic symphony. The smoke lingers after fire. The smoke lingers after fire. Blind devotion, empty motion. Like a roaring ocean, slowing motion. The smoke lingers after fire.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of changes this game. With a lot of champions have been taken out of the pool thanks to Fearless. We do have some ban changes here from Cosmic. They are gonna drop the Ash ban or the Corky ban for the Zac, Mr. Zacharino, and we do have a Yegu Hover. It's kind of bad for you, Tavian. Okay. Oh. Yo, can we get an Ambessa? Question mark. Ambessa. Ambessa. Corky's lame. And they lock it in. What if there's gonna be a Corky bot or a Corky mid? I actually haven't seen Corky that often. It's just like nerfs that he received. Love to see the power. What's up? Sorry.
I want to know what people think of the All-Star votes. Do you think the right people are in? Does everybody like the All-Star votes? And if so,
I
who do you
think
think is
so.
going to win MVP?
I haven't been paying attention to any of it.
Do you think right now Grant or Bowkeeper is in the front running for MVP? Do you think he's going to win Frost?
Is Bowkeeper on a team?
Yeah, he's on CatGBT, the only
Oh.
team to go 0-8 ever. Well, they haven't gone 0-8 yet. They have to play us, but you know.
Yeah, and my jungler's enter. He said he's gonna play Vel'Koz jungle if we win game 1.
No, game two. I'm playing Vel'Koz.
Yeah, I said if we win game 1.
ASAP played it. It's gonna be fine.
It's fine. I'm playing AD Orianna if he locks in Vel'Koz jungle.
It's for Stevie.
Yeah. We do have some pretty powerful picks here coming from Cosmic. Leona, one of those supports that is just all about getting in your face. The ADC 1v1 genius, to be honest. Never seen an ADC beat Leona. And then a Caitlyn.
I like the spot lane a lot more for Cosmic than the last games.
Yeah. The Pike with the Smolder was a very interesting twist on that lane. I honestly I would have preferred like Smolder and Leona. Like that would have been better, in my opinion. But we get the Leona now. Seraphine locked in here for Elysium Gnomes, so that could be Seraphine support, mid, ADC, Corki ADC, Corki mid. A lot of flexing going on over there. And they have red side, so they can really flex it on up. But if they do want to use the full power of the flex, they are going to have to lock in their top laner, pick 4.
Yeah, and so far, I really like Elysium Gnomes comp. They have Seraphine, Zinzao, and Corki. All these champions really like to play together, and it's a really easy to execute comp. Like, Seraphine with a Zinzao, Zinzao's going to be able to do whatever he wants. And it's one of those matchups for Viego that just feels really bad, to be honest. So, yeah, I really like Elysium Gnomes draft. Personally. Oh, and it's Ziggs. Elysium Gnomes have a lot of range.
Yeah, there's still a lot of flexing that can go on here. I mean, this basically guarantees Seraphine support, but
I do like the idea that Cosmic Nebula is going for, though. Leona, Twisted Fate, if these champions can get on the backline of Elysium Gnomes, they should be able to pop them pretty quick. But getting on them is going to be really hard. Seraphine's going to shield them. There's a ton of CC. Yeah, I don't... It's going to be hard for Cosmic Nebula to play these fights out, I think.
yeah. Ooh, a Twisted Fate. I do like Twisted Fate. A lot of the high roam potential there from that mid laner. And the Olaf blind pick. That is a dangerous, dangerous offer. High payout, but also very, very steep hill to fall down if you do fall down. Yo, Pat, say something.
I would have loved to see. I would have loved to see a Mordekaiser blind.
Morty blind. Vladimir does not. I swear that is not the pick, but
That is definitely not the pick.
I don't think Olaf cares about that. To be like, sure,
No,
maybe
there's
Olaf
lots of
doesn't
Ma
care.
value for Olaf too in this game.
Think it's gonna be a Ziggs supporter or a Ziggs ADC or a Corki ADC.
I think it'll be Corki ADT.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to step away
Good.
for a minute.
Good.
I'm grabbing
I'm
some
dying
chocolate.
over here. I'm running out of content. I'm not talking. Help.
Okay, I do like the Olaf pick. Olaf is
Your
really
favorite TV
strong
shows
into
are on YouTube. Enjoy the
Elysium
latest
Gnomes team.
releases.
If he can just like
Oh,
press R and
excellent.
keep
I
autoing
heard you were
people and
that.
break through,
Hi,
should be really
I'm
good.
Lana Newman.
Never
So,
look back. But we're still in this
I don't
thing.
know. I think I still favor.
I've never seen.
Get AMC Plus.
I think I still favor Elysium Gnomes draft though. They just have so much range, and their comp is so easy to execute.
I actually think I like Cosmic's draft more.
Yeah, the Caitlyn has massive burst potential on 3 of their champs. Olaf does not care about any of their champions. And you have a lot of roaming potential here by Twisted Fate. The only bad area, I would say, is the Viego pick. But he first picked it, so what do you expect?
I'm not a fan of the Vladimir.
Why?
I don't think he's gonna do anything in lane to this Olaf. This Olaf's just gonna heal everything up.
Yeah.
And there's just so much value for Olaf to buy Maw Malmortius this game too.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think Viego's completely fine in this draft too, just because like he has a lot of setup to get his passive off. All he has to do is sit in his mist and wait for Leona or Twisted Fate to get CC on somebody, and then he can ult in and try to pick up the kill to get a reset. I don't want to see him trying to engage by himself. That's what I would do because I'm an inter, but
Amen.
it's not what he should do.
No cure for fools.
Said it, not me. So it is Corky mid.
It is. Oh, also, did you guys see the, I forgot what it's called. It's like, basically it's a black cleaver, but for AP users.
Yes, I did see that.
For next patch. I think that feels really good, especially for a comp like this, where like, if Vladimir could build that, it feels really good for his team to have something like Black Cleaver to shred some of the resistances. And I'm curious to see if it'll stack with Abyssal Mask, because if it does, then having a full AP team won't really matter anymore, to be honest. You can just build Abyssal Mask and that item, and you're gonna shred like 60% of their magic resist, so...
And you get Void Staff anyways.
Yeah. I think it'll be... It feels good for me, because I love to play AP champs, and the item gives health, magic pen, and AP, and resistances, which Diana's gonna be OP, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Heard that, saw that coming.
Also, Niko's gonna be OP.
Don't you do it.
I'm doing it.
No, I was talking about the noise.
I'm dying. Alright. Send it to a break. I'm getting brain rot. Help. Send help. Casters unite. Bantavian. Go, go, go.
Antavian.
Alright, I'm heading off to a break.
Video creator? Go to artlist.io and get 10% off the Max plan. Save on everything you need.
Yep.
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 See a 15-minute FF. Anyone? Any takers? I think that's best course of action.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
I may be outnumbered, but not even the odds.
So we have a little dance party happening in the mid lane now. I want to see everyone converge on the panda. Get a first blood. No? No takers? Okay. Well, we tried. We tried.
I'd like to see Tenchini
Minions have spawned.
probably path up this game because I think Olaf is your win condition, and like Kaylin Leona feels kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, and they're never gonna have prio, so that means Zinzao can invade the bot side. So if I'm Tenchini, I'm just pathing up and trying to get this Olaf ahead, but it looks like he's gonna path down, which
what something to look at here. Neither jungler back for their sweeper, so low elo question mark no. We'd have a little bit of an engage here by Twig and Kiwi. Poodle gonna get dropped down to so low, and that should pull Poodle out of this lane. If Poodle doesn't reset, I'm gonna say it's a little bit scuffed for them in the bot lane. So much trading happened in this early game.
yeah, every lane is fighting. Holy moly.
But no kills, so was it worth it? We may never know.
When I said that Cosmic Nebula's bot lane is never gonna have prio, I lied because that happened.
Classic Tabian.
True.
Clear as day.
So now Viega's pathing actually isn't bad now. Because they did get Poodle's flash, so Viego might be able to get a kill here.
Yeah, definitely the potential here. But both junglers are pathing to the bot side, and last time this happened, did not end well for Cosmic. Illy on point with these Qs right now. So many bombs landing onto Kiwi and to Twig.
Bread is yummy. It seems to always have the CS lead on top lane. He's winning out on these trades into some pretty rough early game matchups, so
yeah,
impressive stuff from him.
Kiwi is now as low as Poodle, which is not necessarily ideal, especially with your jungler pathing to the bot side. But it looks like instead of going for a gank, Ten is going to get some pressure onto the scuttle. Maybe look for a double scuttle on the top side. I lied. He's walking into the jungle.
Oh, barely.
Alright, Viego. Yeah, Viego knows that it's clear. So, oh, a nice engage there by Twig, and that's gonna be a flash forward, and first blood secured for 10.
Scene, change the scene.
Huh? Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're on the wrong scene.
Yeah, I'm trolling. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. My audio is telling the story.
It is. I'm so sorry. So, long story short, level 1 bush cheese from the bot lane of Cosmic Nebula got Seraphine's flash.
Oh, a flash forward there by Susurration. No kill picked up, but Panda is here. Coach Lucky gonna barely escape with his life.
And then Tenchini was able to path down and pick up the first blood onto Seraphine with no flash. So I was so sorry that I didn't change the scene. My bad.
It looks like you still have to.
Oh, what the hell?
Didn't even commit yet. More audio game commentary here.
I'm trolling, boys.
There you go.
Jungle gap. That's a jungle gap.
That is the biggest jungle gap. It's like when my jungler doesn't buy his jungle item.
It's like literally the same thing. I've done that like the first game of almost every tournament we play in. Looks like Viego and Leona are looking for an invade or top lane gank, which is what you like to see to get this Olaf ahead.
Yeah, super early roam here by Twig, but Caitlyn should be fine in that bot side. Now Nick not having the ultimate available. Doesn't look like they're going to commit though. Looks like they're just going to go for the Scuttle Crabs while Kiwi is farming solo in the bot lane.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna take the grubs as well.
Kiwi just walking into that entire minefield.
That's painful.
Yeah, Kiwi could die here. Does have flash barrier though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough. They don't have the ultimate available on Poodle yet, and the root does not connect. But a nice bomb there. Kiwi gonna get dropped down to 150 health.
Yeah, this is rough. That sucks for Kiwi.
Grubs were secured though, and Twig is back onto the way bot side. But we do have a little bit of a proxy here by the Olaf.
Yep.
So start seeing this gold lead, or this farm lead accelerates very, very fast.
Getting grubs for this Olaf's pretty big.
There's going to be a trade of neutral objectives across the map. Drake for the grubs, but if we can get 6 grubs here, I mean, Twisted Fate can be on side lane basically all the time with TP and the ultimate. Olaf wants to be on the side lane, so got a lot of good setup for Cosmic Nebula.
Yeah, Cosmic Nebula coming out really strong in this early game, looking a little bit like game 1 where it's a little bit of a slower early game, but they've got almost a 2k gold lead already.
Yeah. Panda is here, but so is 10, and 10 does have the ultimate available. Kiwi and Twig are stepping up to try to get a little bit of a bait engage here, and now 10 is here right on top of Panda. Panda's going to get dropped and die to Twig, and that is going to be another kill picked up for Cosmic Nebula, and a lot more pressure is going to be able to get applied on this bot tower.
Yeah, really good lane gank from Tenchini.
Yeah, and now Brett just stepping up, keeping Vladimir away from the wave, and it's just going to start the proxy once again. Already up 20 farm. But now Bread could be in a little bit of trouble. Panda is up here. Bread does have availability of the ult. Is going to actually pop the ultimate now. Tries to get a trade kill for themselves. That's going to be Panda's flash. And let's see if Vladimir has enough damage to complete the kill. And just auto after auto after auto. And here comes the Twisted Fatal. It's right on top of Panda. And now Panda is going to get dropped by Coach Lucky. That will be another kill picked up. And Olaf is just going to be a menace this game.
Yep. Just like game 1, Bread is Yummy is just going ham. And this proxy is actually so good into Vladimir because Vladimir has a hard time getting these early minions without his abilities. So he's probably dropping a few minions to the turret here.
Yeah, I mean, already E3 CS lead in the top side. And now Bread once again spots Panda. Panda level 5 to Bread's level 8.
Yeah, this feels so bad for Panda. Panda just like, he can't get any of his top camps anymore. That is a fever dream for him now. And that's the advantage of proxying lanes. This is kind of what the boss does. He proxies the wave, and then he goes and takes over the enemy topside jungle and looks for a gank mid or just like pressuring the enemy jungler out of his topside jungle. So setting his team up for success here.
It really sucks for Panda. I can just hear my own jungler if he was in the same position.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. There's nothing he can do.
I mean, like you said, Pat, this bread is on Olaf does not care about Vladimir. There is nothing that Vlad is going to do to this guy.
Yep.
Void grubs have spawned, so let's see if we can get 6 void grubs here secured. I feel like we should see a lot of priority on these grubs for the side of Cosmic Nebula. Like, it has to be like a win con. Like, you need to want to pick these up.
When this Olaf finishes the what's that TM item called?
He's just ignoring
Rav.
him.
The Ravenous Hydra. When he finishes that, he's just gonna walk into the Wave Hydra and go to full. He's just gonna continue to ignore Nick.
Yeah, Panda on the way to the top side gets spotted out by a control ward, and looks like once again we have the Leona roaming up for these grubs. And Susurration is out of mana, no TP, so this should be 6 grubs for free. I don't see a world where they don't pick this up. Oh, nice stun there by 10 and a flash forward by Twig, but it doesn't quite connect. But Bread is here, gonna try to hit the slow, and it doesn't go on.
Poor Panda.
But, yeah. Now Nick getting a little bit pressured. All right, guys, come on, get the grubs. Don't want to leave Caitlyn in this bot lane by herself too long.
Yeah, and it looks like Panda
Even though
might be able to get a dive off here. Sorry.
Even though Caitlyn has been alone, she's doing very well CS wise.
Yeah. 100%. That is the benefit of having the furthest auto attack range in the game.
Yeah, only dropping 2 plates as well so far.
And it obviously is up XP as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and only 3 kills in the game, but almost a 4k gold lead for the side of Cosmic Nebula. A lot of that is in the top lane under Bread with a 2.5k.
Yeah, now Twig walking into Panda. Panda's going to go in onto Twig. A nice ultimate Solar Flare to stun up Panda. And now the Twist of Fate ult is coming in. A nice stun card onto Panda. Now Panda could be in a little bit of trouble. Dashes forward to dodge the Viego ult, but it still dies anyways. And Dilly's going to step into a trap, and that's going to be 2 kills picked up for Viego. And now Poodle, a little bit of pressure underneath the tower, but still 5 kills to none. 4,000 gold, all the grubs, and the next dragon is theirs.
Yeah, Viego getting the kills crucially is Viego can really take over these late game team fights against this Calm. And somehow Kiwi is able to get 2 plates and match the 2 plates that Ziggs and Seraphine have been able to get, while his support has been nowhere to be seen. So really impressive stuff from Kiwi.
All of it? Jesus. Oh.
And now Brad does have that Ravenous Hydra. It's just there's no way this Vladimir can do anything to this champion.
Yeah, and also Brad completed the Cole. Oh, Lucky getting engaged on a flash for flash, but Lucky is just going to fall. That was a great look there by Panda, trying to get them on the board.
Yeah, really good kill.
And Brett is going to proxy again.
Yeah, and that top lane tower is just almost gone at this point.
Arrow started up by Viego. I wouldn't be surprised to see this into a gank top and then get two towers.
I will say that Elysium Gnomes have a lot of scaling on their team, so They have that going for them, but they are quickly falling behind in this game. Almost 4K now behind in gold.
And once again getting caught out here by 10, and Bread is here to reinforce the damage, and that's going to be another kill picked up. This poor guy.
You're not
4
allowed.
deaths. Not allowed in that top
There's a-
side at all.
There's a posted sign in his topside jungle. So keep out.
Ooh, Twig looking for an engage here onto Poodle. A lot of CC getting dropped onto Poodle, but Caitlyn is not close enough to get there. A nice route there by Twig, or by Poodle, to secure them alive. And ooh, Kiwi dropping the flash to dodge that ultimate.
And again, all of this stuff that they're doing in the topside jungle, all this stuff they're doing in the topside jungle is being set up by Bread. Bread doing this proxy and just taking over the topside jungle is making it so that Panda can't even play the game. So as soon as he gets this top tower, he's going to be able to do the same thing and take over the dragon side of the map and start stacking dragons.
Yeah, 10 flashing forward, trying to get an engage here onto Poodle. A nice ultimate there from Poodle to make sure that holy crap. Dilly gets out alive. And oh, Bread. Look at what Bread is doing right now. Not only is he proxying, yeah, not only is he proxying top lane, but now he's getting mid lane as well. But Bread could be in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to try to get out, walk right through the tower, but now Panda getting engaged on here by Twig and Chen. And he gets a little bit stuck on the minions there. Kiwi does have the ultimate. He's going to drop it, and that's going to be a kill for Kiwi. And maybe a tier 2 tower with a single push.
And he gets out. Bread gets out after proxying mid wave and top wave.
Yeah, Susurration getting down some good damage onto Lucky. Flashes forward, trying to get a kill, but gets stunned up. That's both summoner spells for nothing used on Coach Lucky.
And look what this proxy does. It allows them to get a tier 2 bot. And he was able to come back, not lose a single plate or any damage to his tower, and get this wave.
Red just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He's just gonna get the tower, and now he's gonna run at Nick. And now Nick is gonna taking down so much damage. The ghost is gonna be used, but now we have a Twisted Fate ult into the bot side. Dilly is gonna be in a little bit of trouble. 10 is here, and that should be Dilly falling for another kill onto 10, while Twig looks for Poodle, and Kiwi is there on the flank, and that's gonna be Poodle falling once again.
Wow.
It is looking rough for the side of Elysium Gnomes? Yeah, Gnomes. And now we have a 2v1 engage onto Bread, but Bread just doesn't care. It's like he's playing Alawi all over again, except his champion can't be CC'd. Susurration is here. They're really investing in getting a kill on the top side, and they finally do.
Yeah, it's about all Elysium Gnomes can do. They get that pick, they get that shutdown. That's really good, and it's on the Corki, so that's a really good play. But it's still looking so rough. Like that's their only play that they can do.
Red did just buy the Spirit Massage as well.
Yeah.
And he is over 10 CS a minute. He's at 200 CS before 19 minutes.
Yeah, Bread is like kind of 1v9 in this game right now. Not to take away from the rest of his teammates, but he's creating so much pressure on the map and just like really taking over this game.
Yeah. I mean, the 6 rubs are also helping massively, right? Like, when Bread does go for these proxies, his team can push so efficiently because of the 6 grubs. And now we're at the stage where Baron has spawned.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think that Cosmic Nebula can probably just start this Baron up after this next wave. They just push it out, and they can start it up and force Elysium Gnomes to come into them and fight them.
Yeah, I mean, they have an 8,000 gold lead, right? But now Twig, in a little bit of a rough situation, does lose about 1/3 of the HP, but now Twig goes in, gonna drop the Solar Flare and only stuns up 1. But guess what? Panda's ultimate kind of pushed Twig into a little bit of safety. Caitlyn is gonna get dropped down, and now the Twisted Fate ult is here. They know where everyone's at. Let's see if they want to look for more. Bread is looking onto Nick. Nick is gonna drop the pool, lose a large chunk of health, and now Bread's gonna pop the ultimate for himself. It's going to start the chase down onto Nick. Poodle is here. The CC immunity did wear off, and that's a lot of CC damage there. So it's going to be 2 kills picked up for Elysium Gnomes. But Kiwi going to get a trade in the extended fight.
Yeah, really good fight from Elysium Gnomes overall. They were able to get 2 shutdowns there, or I think just 1 shutdown and a kill onto the
Olaf. The Vladimir was able to run away from him with that phase rush.
Yeah, he also has Cosmic Drive as well.
I want to see some anti-heal come on for Cosmic Nebula.
Yeah.
I think I'd really like to see Bread go bot lane here and just force on that, like he is, and force on that tier 3, because he can TP, and Vladimir is not going to be able to because he has Ghost and Flash.
Yeah, Baron started up. They have no clue. Like, look where Panda is right now.
Yeah, they have no vision.
Bread just forcing the fight because he knows his team is on the Baron. That's going to be Baron secured. Now Bread's in a 2v1. Nick and Panda trying to take down the monster that Bread is. Bread dodging out so much damage. Can't really be CC'd. Might be able to pick up a kill for himself, and he does. And now he's going to keep the push going forward. Goes pop by Nick, and Nick's going to start the chase, trying to complete the kill into Bread, and does. Now Coach Lucky couldn't be in a little bit of a predicament. Has to flash away, almost dies. Now Kiwi trying to get down some damage to keep them away from Coach Lucky. And here comes Twig, a flash forward there, and a nice Solar Flare onto Susurration, but a huge Seraphine ultimate, but it's not enough to save Susurration. Now Twig and 10 looking for more. Nice ultimate there onto Poodle. Poodle loses so much HP, and a flash forward by 10 to pick up a kill, and yellow card goes out, but Nick pulls it. And now Twig going in deep thanks to the flash from Dilly. It might be a little bit too deep, but actually the tower just falls so quickly. And now Nick and Dilly trying to stop the push. Coach Lucky does get the stun card down and gets down some more damage, but they are not going to be able to complete the kill. So that is a lot in favor of Elysium, or not Elysium, of Cosmic Nebula.
Yeah. This Viego in these fights is just taking over soul after soul and really taking over these fights. And now they're on Ocean Soul Point, which Ocean Soul on this Olaf, who's already a problem, is gonna be really rough for the side of Elysium Gnomes. So they're gonna want to fight that Soul Point here in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's if the game goes on for 5 more minutes, right? Red is starting. I mean, like, Red's died a few times, but I mean, he is applying so much pressure around the map on Olaf.
Yep.
Oh, nice Caitlyn ultimate there, and huge damage on the Dilly. But Dilly has enough of a team to keep them alive, and Pred just going a little bit too deep there.
And Baron's running out here. It's really hard for Cosmic Nebula to siege these towers because they've got Ziggs, they've got Seraphine, they got Corki. These champions just clear the waves so fast, so they're gonna have to win an explosive team fight or like have Baron in order to siege against Elysium Gnomes.
Yeah. I mean, once this Ocean Soul comes online as well, though, a lot of danger. Twig getting a nice E onto Poodle, and now Poodle going to get dropped by 10, and here comes the Twisted... Oh, no, Twisted Fate didn't ult. He just used the provision. But once again, another great pick there by Twig and 10.
Red does also have the experimental hexblade now. He's got 3 items.
Yeah, Red will be moving very, very fast when he activates that ultimate.
I would really like to see him build Ma next.
Yeah, sadly, the pushing power of Cosmic is going to get stopped here until Baron's up once again. Like you were saying, Tavian, so much wave clear provided on the Zig, Seraphine, and Corki. But now 10. Oh, that was so close, Susurration.
Yeah, and Susurration having a really quiet, really good game. Almost 10 CS a minute, and he's pumping out a lot of damage in these fights.
Yeah, Panda could be in a little bit of trouble here. Does get caught out here by Bread, and Twig is here. A flash is going to be used, but that's not going to be enough. And I don't know why Caitlyn ulted that. The Xin Zhao ult blocks that. But kill nonetheless, and that is going to give them some more pressure on the map. Baron spawning in 1 minute, Dragon in 1:40. Kiwi stepping up, trying to get down some damage. Kiwi went for a very interesting build here. Instead of opting for more crit, buys a super early Bloodthirster.
Yeah, and Dragon coming up here in 50 seconds. I think this is going to be the final fight.
Yeah.
I don't
We're
really
stuck in this game for 10 years.
If Elysium Gnomes wins this fight, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Nick, level 17 now. Actually, is now out leveling Bread. But 10 is ready for a potential pick here. That's going to back off, though. And for the first time in a while, I feel like Elysium Gnomes is in a position where they can actually contest and fight an objective. We have Twisted Fate's ult popped, and Olaf's going to drop the ultimate as well, but going to get pushed away real fast. So much damage is coming through.
Yeah, and that's really good for Elysium Gnomes. This sets up their fight perfectly for the soul.
Yeah, it looks like Cosmic Nebula opting for the Baron over the Soul. They are going to start it up, and while Elysium Gnomes is going to go straight for that Dragon. So looks like they're saying that, yeah, we can hold your Baron. We don't want you to have this Soul. And that is what is going to be the trade-off. Nick getting engaged again. Oh, Fred just does so much damage with that initial burst.
Yeah,
so we have a trade of objectives. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's really worth for Elysium Gnomes. Like, they can clear these waves. They don't have to worry about that, and they're able to stop this dragon stacking. So, really good for them. They are down 13k gold though.
Yeah. Bread is not really winning these 1v1s into Vlad at the current moment. Vlad has officially scaled up. Yeah, sure, Vlad's down a few items, but Vladimir is definitely one of those champions that, like, once you get that death cap and that cosmic drive, you are a force to be reckoned with. The last outer tower was secured on that push top side. And we have Kiwi starting to put pressure on the top while her team puts pressure in the mid lane. They really got to sync up these Baron waves, though, or else they're really not going to get anything. Nexus or inhibitor tower in mid lane dropped down to a quarter. The super cannon minion is just going ham on that tower right now. One more wave should be able to secure it while Kiwi and Twig put more pressure on the top side. Nick is going to have to get pushed away. 10 is here. Huge chunk there by Kiwi on that auto attack headshot. They put all 4 members up top, and the first inhibitor tower is going to be secured on the bot side. Coach Lucky really putting in work there. And there should be an inhibitor falling. The next inhibitor tower has fallen to Bread. That's going to be 1 inhibitor, and the 3rd inhibitor tower should fall to Kiwi and Twig. So, sure, they got the dragon, but the Baron's really paying off here for Cosmic Nebula.
Yep. Really well played from Cosmic Nebula to be able to get all these towers down.
Yeah, a flash by Nick onto Coach Lucky there, but Coach Lucky's just going to flash out and TP right back in. That's going to be 3 inhibitors down. This could be a game-ending push. The first Nexus tower is going to fall. Seraphine ultimate goes in, but it only hits 1. Nick is going to try to get an ultimate, but also only hits 1, and Nick will fall to Twig. And now Olaf is in there deep, pushing the backline away for Elysium Gnomes, and the next Nexus tower is going to fall. Coach Lucky's going to pop the hourglass. That's going to be it. 3v5. Can they hold? The Nexus tower is going to get dropped, and it's going to fall almost instantly.
Yeah, really
super clean Bane. Yep.
All right, my MVP goes to Breath, but I'm not saying for the interview. You guys vote for who you want.
I agree. I think Bread definitely deserves it.
I agree with both of you as well.
Yep. All right, thanks for having me.
Yep.
Peace.
Let's see. Who is Bread? Is Bread the...
He must be Soap is dope.
Soap is dope.
Has to be.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna drag him in. Let's see here. Oh, I can't drag him in. I'm trolling. Maybe Ito can drag him in.
He's in here.
Oh, there we go. How are you doing? Can you hear us okay?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
yep.
sir. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, thank you.
I'll kick us off with some questions. You are our MVP for the series. What are you a boss fan, or what inspired you to start doing the proxy this game? And
Yeah, I was kind of bored because top lane is uninteractive, so I decided to not play the game and go behind tower and just AFK.
Is that a strategy that you guys have practiced in scrims or something, or?
No, I just watched too much The Boss, so
see.
Would you say he's your favorite? He's your favorite streamer?
Yeah, he's all right. He proxies, so I kind of just copy him.
Nice. Well, it really paid off this game where you were just like completely taking over Panda's jungle. He could not get a single camp topside, and also Vladimir was not able to clear the wave at all. So you really took over the game with the proxy.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because his tower was almost dead, and I didn't even hit it once, so it was a free game.
Also, how do you feel about making second team All-Star for BTL season 17?
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Um, I guess that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, you're the only one from your team that was able to make an all-star role, so.
Wow, I'm honored. That's really cool.
Pat, do you have any questions for me?
Did you know the lane was going to be free in that first game when you were playing Alawi into that Renekton?
I mean,
Like, were you
the
nervous at all
Renekton,
that he was going to dodge dodge your E's and just all in you and kill you?
I mean, if the Renekton was a little bit better, I would have been more stressed, but he kind of just let me shove for free. So at that point, like past like 5 minutes, I knew the game was free. So
In the second game, you got solo killed. Were you not expecting that much damage early on from that Volibear W?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. That second game was kind of stressful. Volibear is like a pretty good gunner pick into Wukong, so I wasn't really used to it. It was my first time going grasp into him too, so that was really bad. But fair play, you know. He was really good.
Yeah, the grass, we were talking about it. Do you think Conquer would have been better in that matchup, or in hindsight?
Conquer would have been better for like team fighting, but I was kind of just worried about the laning phase, just just to be even, because he gets perma shove into lane. So I'd rather just be able to poke him down with grasp and then eventually gank him with Skarner to kill him. But it looks like Volibear was able to 2v1 us at some point, so it didn't go as planned.
Yeah. Um, well, do you have any shout-outs for anybody out in the community or from your team?
Shout out my coach, Lucky, MVP of the tournament. He's a really good mid laner.
Yeah, he was looking really good out there.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna have him
Actually,
play during the gauntlet, or?
actually, scratch that. Shout out my actual coach, the ADC coach. He's a real one for drafting our picks. So
Who is that?
I actually forgot his name. Let me check. Dominic, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he
Well,
played for us like earlier in the tournament, so it was pretty good.
you guys are looking pretty good. For a team that hasn't played together at all, I think you guys look really good. Do you think you guys will stick together and play in BTL next season, or?
Yeah, we're actually. I'm not sure actually. I have a school, so I might not be able to play, but maybe the rest of my team can play. So
Nice. You guys are scaling up really well, and I think you guys could do really well once you guys start getting some more synergy. You guys look really good today, so yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream here. I hope everybody enjoyed the games today. We don't have a second game today because it got rescheduled to this coming Friday at 7 p.m. So that'll be the last game of the regular season, and then we're going to head into the gauntlet and the playoffs. So BTL should be wrapped up the weekend of December 21st. That's when the finals will be held. So stay tuned for that, and see you guys.